Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a quick start again. Epoxy resin. I have some leftover black here and I'm not one for waste, as everyone knows. So I'm going to quickly have a bit of an experiment using the glow-in-the-dark mica powders. I've always mixed them in and then poured and then left to see what would happen. And I've always done it with clear. I'm going to see what happens if I coat this first with the powder using the brush and then pour the black in. It should, in theory, still work, and it should, in theory, have a better end result. I want to make a Fallout inspired Rad Rabbit. I guess I don't normally use this one, so there seems to be quite a bit of that. Let's open it up the right way first. Work quick, because that is going to start to cure soon. And let's see. Actually, let's try and get it about more vigorously than we would normally. Well, it's definitely coating the mould. It's hard to tell that it's not a strong colour, but I can see where the mould has gone powdery. So I'm hoping, as long as I tap it really well, it'll get everywhere and knock out any little pockets. That's what I'm hoping. Now, I know from both from experience and from advice, which is how I got the experience, that the chameleon powders work better with black resin. How does the glow-in-the-dark ones work? I'm also, on that note, going to have to try doing the chameleon powder with the white resin, because you get a different effect. Well, you get the chameleon effect, but you get a slightly different look, a different result. So I'm curious by that. Right, it's hard to tell if we've got in the mouth or not. I'm hoping we have. I'm going to give this a knock to make sure there's no pockets of powder. Minimal. Alright, let's try it, because that's going to start heating up soon. Let's pour it really slowly, because it's got to get in those ears. I can tell it's getting close to that starting to cure, because it's starting to really heat up. Let's hope that it's got all the way into the ears. And it's going to start to thicken up as well, which means the bubbles, if there are any bubbles, they're kind of going to get trapped down there. We'll see this when it's done, and I'm going to do something with that last little bit, but I don't know what yet. Our leftover random attempt at glow-in-the-dark Rad Rabbit, playing with putting the glow-in-the-dark mica powder in the mould first, rather than mixing it with the resin, and then filling it with black, rather than filling it with clear. Let's see what we got. Now, I know there's a big bubble there. And quite possibly, where did I find the other one? There. And there. But I wasn't expecting this to be perfect. It was using up some leftover resin, which was already on the verge of curing, because it was starting to steam up. It was getting so hot. So I'm not expecting this to be perfect, but since it is going to be a Fallout-inspired Rad Rabbit, we'll make the holes work for us. Let's get it out and see what we got. Oh, this is kind of like a toy bunny. It's got like stitching. Well, it could always be a Frankenstein's Rad Rabbit. Okay. Not the worst holes. Not brilliant to have holes. Got kind of chunks missing out of the bottom bits here, but we can make a story up out of that. All the powder, at least, has come out with the mould, so we know that's a viable option. Will it glow better than the ones where we've mixed it in? Well, there's only one way to find out. I love how the ears have gone. It is looking a bit like a Rad Rabbit. The tips of the ears are almost clear. Well, they're semi-transparent, but they're picked up, so you chose a yellow glow-in-the-dark mica powder, or a greeny yellow. Right, we're just going to give that a moment. I'm going to let it charge up with my UV light. And we'll flash forward. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're charged up. Let's turn all the lights out and see how it looks. I don't know if you can see that as well. That looks pretty cool. Let me get... I like how it's sort of orange and green at the same time. Check that out. How cool is that? That looks really good on the black. This is our little Rad Rabbit. We may or may not come back to him in the future, maybe for like a little short or something, and paint him some eyes on. Maybe the nose too. That's so cool. Yeah, can you see that orange come up in amongst the green? How cool does that look? That's so cool. Right, let's get the lights back on. Well, for a bit of leftover resin and an experiment, I like him. I know he's not perfect. Next time I will try this. I'll have some fresh black made up just for this project and some fresh white. And we'll try painting in the mould, into the mould, the powder, the glow-in-the-dark powder, and then aiming for as perfect a cast as possible. Also, I found some glow-in-the-dark nail varnish, so I'm going to get some of that involved and see how that goes. Again, painting it into the mould. Now, I don't think that will matter too much what the colour of the resin is underneath, because it's going to form a layer of nail varnish. But that'll be cool to see. Well, I like him. We will come back to him in short format just to give him a little detail and get him glowing once more. But I like it. It's not perfect, but since it is a Fallout inspired Rad Rabbit, it didn't have to be perfect. So that's okay. Well, let me know what you think. For those of you out there who have played with the glow-in-the-dark mica powder or any other glow-in-the-dark materials that you can mix with resin, let me know in the comments which ones work best, because I'm determined to get a really good glow-in-the-dark finish. I like this speckled look that the powder gives, and it might just be a case of I need to use more. Let me know, for those of you who do know. Lots of no's in that sentence. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope this is giving you some ideas. It's definitely given me some more to try. Like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. Thank you all again so much. Take care and see you in the next one.